Charlie. Okay. So, I've been putting this off for a minute. I have a TikTok page. Let me start over. My name is Lucretia, and I am a content creator, but probably a little different than most people you follow, because I got a lot of shit that I bring into who I am. And so I've been getting that I needed to share like myself. So my other TikTok page is The Rescue, and you'll see me on there a little bit, but I'm telling you, the messages lately is that I need to share more of like when I do the cards and like my sound bowls and just like more of me. That's what I keep getting. It's time for me to share that. And I'm a lot of things. So it's like, do I just make a TikTok page about like my spiritual side stuff, or do I just really just, I kept getting like, share your authentic self, because there are so many more people experiencing the same things I am, just in a different place. I slowed down my talking because I really want to share from like higher self. I don't want to just be like sharing from just a place of like the top of my head. So I did start this video just to kind of speak about who I am and why I'm deciding to put this page up. But to get a little bit more detailed, like I am clearly not the person I used to be. So at 27, I had a stroke that left me paralyzed for 7 years. At the 7-year mark, which is you'll notice there's a theme with sevens in my life. I'm a numbers person, so I do look at my numbers every day. When I see numbers, I decode them to see what the message is. And so I'm big on numbers, and I kind of think I've always been that way. I had an aunt that was about numbers, but really like in a religious kind of way. And I just always felt really connected to what she taught me about numbers. And as of lately, I think after my last plant journey, it was clear that the numbers were a part of my daily decoding. And so you might see that. I do my cards. I do number cards a lot. So there's that part. The biggest thing about me, what I've learned from the disability part where I was, so I'm 52 now. That was over 25 years ago. But for 25 years or somewhere in 25 years, I believe it was, I suffered from the residual after the stroke, and also a condition called fibromyalgia. And I was told that I would never walk again. That was after I had the stroke, and the type of stroke I had affected my central nervous system, which has recently been coming into an understanding of who I am now and how I am able to be a frequency raiser for other people, because I walk through that journey. And hopefully I can share more of that with you guys, the connection between that life when I was disabled and paralyzed and couldn't walk, and somebody took care of me, changed my diaper and everything, to the person I am today. I run a Shih Tzu rescue. I have normally about 25 Shih Tzus in my care. Most of them have some type of physical disability, or they came in under some type of traumatic situation where they was abused at the shelter, about to be euthanized, found on the street running around. And so my team, my sisters who I work with, we do frequency increasing therapies for these babies to allow their bodies to become strong enough to heal itself. So we probably before considered ourselves healers, but now with the clear understanding of that everything is energy, and every energy has a frequency, and how you heal, because everyone heals themselves. There's nothing outside of you that could heal you. Even if somebody pray over you and you become healed, it's still, the healing starts within you, your belief in how healing works. And if you have a limited belief, I had a limited belief, and I would only be healed so much. I didn't truly believe that I can be completely healed, and something that didn't have a cure is not cured from my body. But I didn't understand. I only understood like medical terms and prescription drugs because that was all that was available to me at the time. Since now that my frequency is high, I don't suffer fibromyalgia. I haven't in probably over a year and a half. And I can share more of that, but you can see the me before on my YouTube channel. I have old videos there. That was me. You saw me struggling with depression, anxiety. I was overweight. I was on a lot of prescriptions trying to manage these uncurable conditions. I probably had parasites, and I'm sure I had parasites because fibromyalgia, in my now opinion, is any kind of autoimmune disease is a parasite overload. That's just what I believe from my own. I had so many conditions that I believed were what I was told that they were. And the only way I know that they are not of that, what they tell me it was, and how they tell me you can like heal it or cure it, or really they never said you can cure or heal anything, because medicine don't offer a cure. And I think that that was the one thing I never understood before I became that person and had to go walk down that trail. I realized that medicine never offers you a cure. Even if you have cancer and you become cancer free, they call it where you like in this period where it can come back. It's gonna come back because they never got to the root of it. The root of it is the stem cell, but they don't tell us the whole story. They make us think because they removed it and removed all the margins around it that they removed the cancer. So like I'll share all of the things that I've learned in this journey and where I am and where I stand and the tools that I use to assist me in increasing the frequency of my animals, myself. I have a video that I'm gonna post here. I have so many videos, so what you guys will see is videos that I've taken videos over the last 10, 12, 20, well, maybe not 20 years, maybe 20 years, but I mean videos that I actually have in my possession, about 15 years you can see. But in the last, just even in the last 5 years when I started the rescue, but just in the last 2 years since I turned my rescue into a holistic rescue, and I now use Young Living products as my supplements I do use them in replace of pharmaceuticals on my rescue Shih Tzus. So that is what I will be sharing here. Is my life now is, the person I used to be, I don't even recognize her. Don't get me wrong, I'm always in gratitude from the time I wake up that I don't wake up like I used to wake up completely in pain. Like the first thing I heard was pain. The first thing I couldn't even open my eyes yet. It was just like when I came into consciousness, oh my God, it would just be like the pain was so bad from the fibromyalgia that it just, and when you think about it now, it was parasites just having a fucking party in my body. And I'll tell you guys how I cleared myself of that. My husband now, we have gone over the last 7 years. We are now 7 years together. 7 is big. I am in my 7th year. I'm 52, which is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. It's really big for me. So this is a year where I feel like I need to start sharing, like literally on all my platforms, because I believe that my story, that my journey will be an open portal for you to realize that you too can accomplish anything that you set your mind to do. And my hope with sharing is that you don't have to go through the years of trying to figure it out. But something I will say, let's just keep it fucking real and truthful. Something I'm going to say is going to reach you in a place so that it ignites something within you that reminds you, you start to remember something within yourself, because all the answers are within us, the remembrance and the knowing, everything is within us. But sometimes we need just a little spark to bring us to that remembrance. And then you'll remember what you need to increase your frequency. There's so many tools available to us that God has made available to us. And all we have to do is really just look within and see which tools are of need of us right now. I use all kind of stuff right now. I use oils. I use my cards. I use a pendulum. I use muscle testing. I really don't even like test my muscle like the traditional way, but I ask myself the question, is this something I need today? I ask myself those questions. Do I go right or left? Like, questions, yes or no questions, or like which way type of questions I'll ask myself, or I ask the pendulum. And see, I was raised really religious. And so everything that I believe in now, what has healed me, what has brought me to the place of wholeness, didn't come from religion. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything that I learned in religion taught me a lot of stuff. I know how to protect myself. I know how to see bullshit when it's in my face, because I was around bullshit so long. I was taught one thing. I was taught that you don't do this, but then in the church, you better do it, or this is the consequence of da-da-da-da. And so I've learned to see through bullshit. I can see scam shit real good. And like, it'd be like, ooh, you can't, you thought you was going, okay, I done been through that kind of stuff. So it's like, that kind of stuff is fun for me, that you really think that you can. So with all of that being said, I've come to a place to where I probably will open the door of anything they told me I shouldn't do, just to peek in and see, was this something that wasn't for me or not? Because I'm not afraid of anything anymore. See, religion taught me fear and scarcity, like poverty mindset. Like, it just taught me to struggle. It always taught me to be begging for something that I already had within me, outside of myself. They like, ask such and such for this, because you're nothing, you can't do anything by yourself, you're such a wretched sinner, and like, if you even do this, God is gonna strike you down to death. And everything was just like hell, damnation. And so I lived in this prison within myself, because I was taught these boundaries. And it's kind of like a dog that you have on a chain or in a gate for years, and then you take the gate down and remove the chains, but the dog will still stay in that same little area, because that's all the mind knows. And in order for that baby to be able to experience life outside that little dome that was blocked in for him, you would have to take him from the safe place, because now it's the safe place. That's all I know. Anything outside of this is going to be scary, because I've only been here. And you take them outside of that, there's like baby steps that happen. We've had animals from like hoarding situations that never walked on grass. And you just see like the growth that has to happen. But when it happens, the confidence that you have is just, woo, it's amazing. And then you continue to push through all these gifts you have because you overcame fear. And so all of this is shit that I want to share with y'all. If you kind of want to already see the backstory, you can go to my YouTube channel. I do have Living Lucretia, and I also have, like, the first one I started was Lucretia Guillory. So Living Lucretia was me when I met my husband. He brought in all of these type of detoxes and cleanse. We did fast. Like, he started, I'll tell you guys a story time of how we met and all of that at some point, but I call him Daddy, so if you ever hear me reference to Daddy, that's who I'm talking about. We also call him the mayor, because here where I live at, I'm in the RV behind our house. So this is where the animals and I stay. I literally live in here. I go in the house to do stuff, but I sleep in here with them. And it's a lot. It's from the time we purchased this, when we moved here, it's so much I want to share with you guys, because like I said, from the time I met Daddy, it has just been up. And I created Living Lucretia on Facebook because I was starting to share different things that I was doing that was helping me, because I knew at that point that I was about to be completely free from the fibromyalgia. I knew I was. I just didn't know how long it would take and what would come along. I didn't know anything about the Young Living oils then yet, but I knew how far I had came. And so at that point, I was able to still think positive and believe that it was going to get better. So many things. I went from like sleeping on I had like these 2 egg crates with a piece of plywood on there in my apartment. It took me forever to get this apartment, and then I didn't have no money to get furniture, but I did my work in there. And now this apartment I'm about to let go after all these years, I grew in there. I became Lucretia Living. You understand? And then to come along and meet the team of Young Living professionals and become a brand partner, and now I have my whole rescue tailored around the Young Living protocol. The living in there to me was no coincidence, and the connection is no coincidence. And so I'm just excited for what's about to happen. I have no idea. I have visions and things that I desire to happen, but how that's gonna happen, the journey, I don't know yet, but I feel like it's about to be something really big. I am about to speak at the Young Living Animal Conference in Utah in October for rescues. And this is something that I saw myself doing last year when I watched the regular convention online. I felt it, I knew it. And that's what I'm saying, like, oh my gosh, when you feel something, and hopefully that's a piece that I can bring you guys, is to follow your intuition more, because it never leads you wrong. I'll tell you guys stories of just like how intuition has led me to this point. From the time I started the oils, one of the things you guys will meet, like Judy is like my teacher. I don't even know the word to describe her, sensei or something like that, but she has taught me so much about the oils and about frequency and energy. And what she has done is unlock something within me that was waiting. Like, we believe we decided to do this life together for this big thing that's about to happen. And so I want you guys to be a part of that. And I'm gonna try to get as much videos up to this point I can get out. I'm thinking about just like on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, just doing like for the month of this whole year, January, what happened in January, what happened in February, like long videos so people can catch up, almost like mini movies, so you can catch up. And then my TikTok, I'll give you guys maybe clips of that. I don't know. At the same time, try to keep you guys up to date with what's going on right now, because I just posted a video of like me doing this outfit try on haul, because one of my supporters from my Facebook page for the rescue learned that I was going to be speaking at the conference and purchased me the entire wardrobe for the conference. See, I haven't purchased myself any type of major clothing or anything like that, because I've been working on myself and running a rescue. I think probably where I spend my money the most is the plant journeys. And I'll talk to you guys about that, because I had gotten a message over a year ago that I needed to focus on me. That was on my 50th birthday. It was about all self-care. My 50th birthday was when I first decided to lock my hair. I really started getting like massages that year and like self-care stuff. Because I haven't taken care of the animals for so long, I just never had time or money to really invest in myself. And I decided at 50, I just turned 52. So that was the year of 50, and 51 was all about me. I did so many things. I did my first plant journey, which opened up my third eye so much and brought me to understand that one of my gifts is channeling. And so I have so many gifts that I've learned in the last 2 years that are so much more grander than what I thought I could do. My creativity has been opened even more, and I'm just like excited for what's about to happen. I'm like, I have to start sharing this, because this is like a documentary of, I have the videos of how depressed I was, how sad I was. Even after I learned to walk again, all of the videos on Living Lucretia page is like me like telling myself, that is so wild. Because those videos was when I first learned the whole I am thing, and I truly didn't understand that I was a God. I was my God. I didn't understand that at the time, but I did adopt the I am affirmations, and I remember saying, I am a healer, I am healed, I am healing. And to literally be able today to say that I am healed, I probably should do like reaction videos of the videos on my page. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to figure out posting so much, but I'm at the point to where I'm ready to share, and I'm ready to really like show you guys the difference between where I was, and then and just share the work that I did is on that page, like what I talked about doing then, and to be able to see it now. My hope is that I can like help you cut out that 7 years I had to go through to learn. I mean, I think it's great, the journey, but we in such a time right now where things are happening at such a speed. We are in quantum time right now. Everything is happening so fast, to really like have to take 7 years to wake up and then figure it out and then learn this and learn that, and it could be a lot. So I hope, this is my hope, is that sharing my story here. I've always shared my story, but this is different now, you guys. I'm at a different place. There's so much growth. Now I can show you guys, like, I don't want to say the finish because I am not finished yet, but I am no longer 3D. I am no longer there. Maybe that can be the whole point of it. The 3D me now versus the 5D me is way much more intuitive about everything, and frequency matters to me, and energy is the biggest thing of everything. Everything has energy, and if something don't feel right in energy, or that frequency of that energy is off, I'm out. Bitch, not me. I don't think so, but that I ain't doing it. So okay, that's all. I hope you guys join me on this, because I feel like it's about to be just so amazing, the things that are about to unravel, because everything up until this point has been so grand. I literally look at my life every morning. I wake up and I'm like, thank you. My life is so beautiful. The person I used to be I tried to 4 times in my adult life to get out, and I understand now that that was not the contract I signed, and now that I am in the path that I'm supposed to be, I understand why I had all of those things I went through. And so that's what I want to share with you guys. That's what I want to share with you guys. So many things, so many tools I would like to share with you guys that I use to just keep my frequency high and clear off energy that don't belong to me, because you pick up shit. You just pick up shit is around, like it's just around. They used to call them devils and what they demons in the church, child. They was the demon and I didn't even know. So now I just, I want to share my life with you guys, because it has been just phenomenal. It's been so amazing. There's so many things I believe from my life that would help somebody else be able to see their own beauty, because to me that's it. It's all about you. Your story, your journey is about you. Mine is about me. And sometimes I can glean pieces from somebody else's journey that would help make my journey even more brighter and beautiful, because I got a piece of information as I go through that to help me as I make decisions. And confirmation, bird. Okay, so that's it. I hope to share all of this with you guys. I don't know how I'm about to edit this long ass video. I'm probably not gonna be editing much, so you probably think I talk a lot because I got so much shit to share with you guys. Once we get caught up, you might be like, you ain't saying nothing, but I got to get you guys caught up. So love you guys. Thank you, TikTok, for allowing me to share my life. Please like, subscribe, join all my pages. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok as Living Lucretia. Join me, because this is going to be a ride. Bye.